BBRC for kids.
Wow. Joseph got the job. He became the new minister in Egypt. From a slave to a minister. Can you beat that?
Pharaoh ordered Joseph to be dressed in fine clothes. He put a chain around his neck and gave him servants. Joseph resumed work immediately.
He began stocking up food throughout Egypt during the 7 years of abundance.
Afterward came the 7 years of scarcity. There was terrible hunger in Egypt, and every family came to buy from Joseph.
Soon, the scarcity spread to other regions. And people from various places came to Egypt to buy food from Joseph because he was in charge.
Not long after, his elder brothers traveled all the way from Canaan to buy food as well. Joseph recognized them, but they did not recognize him.
However, he spoke harshly to them and accused them of being spies. The brothers tried to defend themselves, insisting that they were not spies.
To prove you are telling the truth, I will let you go home with food for your family. But you must bring your youngest brother here.
Meanwhile, I will keep one of you in prison until you return with your youngest brother. Joseph said to his brothers. Reluctantly, they agreed. And Simeon was kept in prison.
Joseph ordered his servants to fill their sacks to the brim with grain and secretly return their money. However, they were unaware of this.
After traveling some distance, they discovered that their money had been placed back in their sacks. This frightened them even more. We have yet to prove that we are not spies? How are we going to explain this? They wondered.
When they arrived home, they reported everything that had happened to their father.
The only condition for us to buy food again, and for Simeon to be released from prison, is to take Benjamin along with us to Egypt on our second trip.
No. I cannot release Benjamin to you. His brother Joseph is dead. Jacob wept.
Soon, their food got finished. With great reluctance. And only after extracting his promise to keep Benjamin safe. Jacob allowed Benjamin to go with his brother back to Egypt, where a big surprise awaited them.
Upon their arrival, they went straight to Joseph to prove that they were not spies, and to secure Simeon's release from prison.
When Joseph saw Benjamin, he invited them to his house for lunch. This made them even more frightened.
His servants escorted them to Joseph's house. And while they awaited for Joseph to arrive, they became increasingly anxious.
Could all this be happening to us, because of our brother, whom we treated so wickedly? They wondered, and were deeply troubled.
Just then, Joseph arrived. And all 11 brothers bowed down to him.
Wow! See the long road it have taken, yet God's word to Joseph came to pass. His 11 brothers bowing before him.
His eldest brothers tried to prevent it by selling him as slave to Egypt. Potiphar's wife placed an obstacle and was sent to prison. Finally from prison to minister in a strange land.
Yes! God's word can be trusted.
Ezekiel 12:26 None of my words will be delayed any longer. Whatever I say will be fulfilled, declared the sovereign Lord.